Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Team India wants to play it. It is absolutely pelting down right now here at the SSC Stadium in Colombo after the end of day 4. India would be the happier side, but this is the visual which the Indian players would not want to see when the day 5, the final day of this two-match test series starts tomorrow. Hello and welcome to Revsportz. I am Shubhayan Chakravarti and this segment is powered by IDFC First Bank. India, they had a very indifferent day on the field. At one moment, it was looking like Sri Lanka were taking the game away from the Indian team, and they had started to dominate with the bat. Pasindu Surya Bandara, Sonal Dinusha. Sonal Dinusha, one more century to his name, and he continues to be the star kid, star boy from the Sri Lankan team in this particular series. If you look at how Pasindu Surya Bandara came back after that golden duck in what was a concussion substitute test debut for him in Gaul. He has made a stunning mark in this particular test match. Of course, in both the innings, Pasindu Surya Bandara missed out on centuries, but at the same time, he is someone the Sri Lankan cricket would look forward to invest on in the coming days, in the coming years. And having said that, if you talk about the Indian bowlers, as I said, they had an indifferent day. To start with, Saransh Jain, the debutant from the Indian team, back-to-back wickets in the initial half an hour of the start of the day, and he managed to get Sri Lanka all out, and which helped India enforce a follow-on in this particular test match. And of course, Saransh, it has not been a dream debut for Saransh Jain, but at the same time, when the wickets were needed, when India threw the ball to Saransh Jain to get those tail-enders out, and to, even in the last innings, if you see the wicket he took, I think he will be a content man to have contributed in an important fashion in this particular test match. And of course, if you look at Indian bowlers, yes, they had a very long day out on the field. They had to bowl plenty of overs, but as soon as the lunch break was over, it was Manav Sutar who came back into the game. In the first half of the day 4, Manav Sutar conceded a lot of runs. Sri Lankan batters, to their credit, they tried to throw Manav Sutar off his plans, off his tactics with the ball, and that is where Manav Sutar's inexperience was also seen. He was trying to go for that magic delivery. At one point he looked desperate for wickets, but as soon as the ball started to do something, Manav Sutar, he was the man for the Indian team. But it was a collective effort from the Indian team when it comes to their bowling effort in the final innings, which currently is ongoing, and India's biggest headache. Sonal Dinusha is still out there. Saraj Bahutule in the post-day press conference did call him a thorn, and he has been a brilliant. He has been an outstanding star. For me personally, I am going back to India as one of the fans of Sonal Dinusha, and he's someone to keep an eye on as far as Test cricket is concerned. But again, coming back to Indian bowling plans, of course they had a long day out on the field. Manav Sutar, yes, he did give you those two dismissals which brought India back into the game, but at the same time, the Indian bowling unit hunted collectively. Be it Prasidh Krishna picked up 1 wicket, Mohammad Siraj picked up 1 wicket, although I feel he's not 100% fit. His pace were down at one point, but he came back pretty strongly and was seen bowling at around 135, which is his usual pace, average pace in this particular format. So Mohammad Siraj picked up 1 wicket, Saransh Jain gave you that important breakthrough, Ravindra Jadeja gave you that important breakthrough, and the Indian team would go back to their hotels as a happy unit. And what to expect from day 5? With the new ball due in some 7.5 overs, Indian team would want to go out there and pick those wickets as early as possible. Possibly get Sonal Dinusha out. He is the man who has shown how to play with the tail. He knows how to counter-attack, which bowlers to target, and Sonal Dinusha, he will be a man to watch out for as far as Sri Lankan team is concerned. Sri Lanka trailing by 10-12 runs odd, and they would want to increase the lead and stretch this game as soon as possible. And as you can see, Colombo, it is raining pretty heavily right now after the end of day's play, but on day 5 there are once again heavy rain predictions. So India would want to wrap this test match as soon as possible, and if they can do it possibly in the first session itself, then that would be a perfect outcome for them. They would not want to delay the course of this test match or delay the outcome of this test match, and let Sonal Dinusha forge partnerships like she did in the first innings when it comes to batting with the tail. We all saw how Keshara Nuvanta played 74 deliveries, Lahiru Kumara played 50 odd deliveries, and that is something which the Indian team would not want to happen once again, and that is where the new ball will also come into play. 7.5 overs left for the new ball, and as soon as they get, I am pretty sure the Indian bowlers would know where things went wrong in the first innings. They were bowling too short, too flat to the Sri Lankan batters, and Siraj Bhawtule did talk about trying to control the scoring rates of the Sri Lankan batters, and that is why that tactics was adapted by the bowlers. And of course, if you if you talk about how the Sri Lankan batters have batted, Sonal Dinusha's wicket will be crucial at the same point. And now coming to the tactics of the Indian team, as I said, bowl with the new ball, attack the stumps and get them out as soon as possible. And if they can do and if they can keep the target as low as 50 runs, 60 runs, I think they will be a happier side, and the batters would be confident enough to chase this one as early as possible. Day 5, as I said, rain is there. The forecast is pretty bad on day 5, and the kind of cloud formation that is happening in Colombo, when such dense clouds form in this particular city, you can sense that the weather forecast is not ideal for cricket. And of course, Indian team have the time advantage as well. I don't think that a couple of sessions will get washed out when it comes to rain and the forecast, but at the same time the onus will be on the Indian bowlers to wrap this Sri Lankan tail as soon as possible. In the past, we have seen tail-enders of West Indies, New Zealand, South Africa, England, you name it, tail-enders have been a headache for the Indian team, and we have seen that once again in this particular series. And if they can wrap up the tail as soon as possible, it will be a mere formality for the Indian batters, who have good stroke players. Yashasvi Jaiswal, Shubman Gill is there, Devdutt Padikkal can play good strokes all over the park. You have someone like a Rishabh Pant, Dhruv Jurel, who can attack the wickets, attack the bowlers, and get India the desired win and a clean sweep, which they have been hunting here from day 1 onwards. So yes, no balls once again has been the biggest talking point. 11 no balls in this match so far. Siraj Bhawtule has said it is a work in progress. All the bowlers are being monitored, and it is something which the bowling department, the coaching staff are working on, be it Ravindra Jadeja, Saransh Jain or the newer bowlers. They are working on getting the no balls right and decrease the amount of no balls the Indian bowlers are bowling here. So yeah, that is the update from day 4 from here at the SSC Stadium, the Sinhalese Cricket Club here in Colombo. The final day of this test series awaits us. It has been a brilliant battle between bat and ball. The pitches has been brilliant in Gaul and here in Colombo as well. So day 5, do let us know your prediction in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell icon so that you don't miss anything from this tour, and of course from other sporting action from the world. This segment once again was powered by IDFC First Bank, and thank you for watching.